Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Now I have the pleasure of being joined by none other than our marketing and communications manager from the City of LaGrange, Katie Van Schoor. Katie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Alton. A pleasure to be here with you.
It is a pleasure to sit down with you, Katie. And you know, I just want to say this, you bring another ray of sunshine to the office up there on the third floor. Okay.
Well, I feel the same way about you, Alton. It's always a pleasure to be around Alton because he's such a great talent, and we're so lucky to have you.
Well,
we really
it's a mutual thing, Katie. Tell them a little bit about your role there, if you don't mind.
Okay, it's a new role. It is, you know, I'm here 6 months. We were just talking about that. I've been here only 6 months, but I grew up here, and now I'm going to be in charge of marketing and communications for the City of LaGrange. And it's something that, you know, we're growing thanks to the efforts that you do. I don't think people realize everything that you do in your role and helping to grow our community. But we have a lot of really hardworking people behind the scenes that a lot of people just don't know what's going on here in the City of LaGrange, and so that's my job to kind of get it out there and just to let people know. I mean, you don't know everything that, you know, they're working really hard to get a Your Pie in downtown, or you're working really hard to get the new Courtyard by Marriott in downtown LaGrange, and I mean, it just takes a lot of effort and a lot of really good, good people, good leadership to take care of this. But my role has been to kind of get the word out there and just let people know all the great stuff going on here.
Absolutely. And you know, you're talking about getting the word out. I remember Scott Malone, who works down in City Hall as well, he said, we got to tell our story, because like you say, you know, so many times we there that's in the trenches and doing, we know it, but people will hear, or the rumor mill will get a hold to something, and you know how that happens, or what happens with that. But you know, talking about telling the story, let's just go ahead and start telling some of those stories. You mentioned about the new downtown hotel. Last week, a couple of weeks ago now, the downtown Marriott Hotel opened up. Talk about that if you don't mind. And there's some special features that we want to talk about as well.
Sure. Alton, I know you've been very involved in this, and again, I know I keep tooting his horn, but he's not going to do it. So that's my job, is to toot people's horn. But he worked really hard in helping to get the Courtyard by Marriott. So thank you for that, Alton.
Thank you, Kate.
And I know it takes a lot of really good people too. So we had Paramount Hospitality. They came down, and they're running Courtyard by Marriott, and they have jobs. They brought jobs with it. But we actually went down there, and we had a chance to kind of hang out at the Courtyard by Marriott. It's a beautiful area, and when you walk in, and anybody can walk in there, get a Starbucks coffee, which my favorite is the white chocolate cafe mocha, I think, or white chocolate mocha. It was so good. It was really nice to just kind of walk in and just say you want a Starbucks coffee, and then walk back out, maybe go to the movie, or go and enjoy the lights downtown, because they're so beautiful. But back to the Courtyard by Marriott, the views are fantastic. If you have a chance to stay down there, especially during the holiday season, or if you didn't make it this season, think about it next year for the Christmas parade. That might be a really good spot to watch. It's a great view. It's something that I don't think anybody's ever had, that kind of a view to the square, and we get to really appreciate just the magnificence of the square and Lafayette right in the middle, and the significance of just all that beauty right there in the middle of the heart of downtown. But I mean, nearly 100 rooms. I mean, this is just kind of a game changer for us. And people, if they have friends or family, or if they want to have a fraternity or family get together, you can have them stay downtown. And of course, we have something else going up the road that they could stay there if it's a little bit bigger. Great Wolf, of course, in the convention center is going on. But you know, Courtyard by Marriott's just a really nice place, and they have dinner and breakfast too. So I mean, they have nice breakfast and nice dinner. So it's people are complaining there's nothing to eat. You can go down there. I mean, they were talking about Brussels sprouts and Parmesan, and that
I had yesterday.
Was it good?
They were delicious. They were delicious. I did
try,
because we were talking about them when we were down there the first time. So we were down there last night. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to try them, and they are good.
Well, I can't wait, because I saw the menu, and they've got like different food for the morning. Not as, you know, not always a greasy spoon. Right. You know, because I like my greasy spoons. But sometimes you want something a little lighter, and it's a little healthier, and you've got a little mint with your fruit, and it's just, it's an alternative.
Absolutely.
Something for you.
Now, also in the parking deck. This is the first for the parking deck here in LaGrange. There are a couple charging stations there. Well, actually 3 stations. Talk about that if you don't mind for us.
Well, it's really cool because, you know, they have been talking about this, but I think it's what happened is Marriott has a partnership with Tesla. And Tesla, of course, you know, you have to plug in a Tesla. Right. Electric, they're calling EVs, so it's, you know, short for electric vehicle. And we have 3 charging stations in the bottom floor of the parking deck, which is not a part of the Marriott. It is its own entity in downtown LaGrange, it's owned by the DLDA. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so it's you can park in this free parking, but if you have an electric vehicle, you just plug in your car down there. It's kind of cool. I've already gotten some feedback from some other entities in town, and they want to know how they can get it. But it all goes back to Tesla. Tesla's really big in getting, making it accessible. So there are 2 Tesla charging stations and 1 Universal. So it's really cool. It's a good asset to have downtown, and it kind of shows us that we're forward thinking, and we're thinking about green as we get into our future. Because here we go. Hang on, LaGrange.
And we're changing.
For the better, too.
Absolutely.
We're changing good things, but we're keeping our organic,
the hometown feel.
Yes, hometown value.
That's right. Then, talking about all those things, and we will touch on this real quickly. Just behind us here is the beautiful amphitheater and the Sweetland, and we got the ice skating rink that's still up back here. Talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Oh, we are having a blast with it. That our concert series has ended, and we've had some great concerts there, and it's such a beautiful venue. We're so excited to have it as a part of our downtown. I mean, I still can't believe that Sweetland's here, and we've had such great leadership at Sweetland as well. But what's really cool is now they have that Sweetland on ice. If you haven't heard about it, I mean, you need to go out and just check it out. The tree, when you drive by, is beautiful. They've done a great job decorating, but I've actually been 3 different times. It is so much fun. My kids are so excited. They even, if your kids don't know how to skate, they have these bars that you can take on the ice so that you don't fall. And my kids have been having a blast. We've actually had a birthday party for my twins there. And it was so much fun. They were fantastic. And it's just a great asset. If you want to do that, maybe take some of your family or friends that are in town. They're going to be doing Sweetland on Ice through February, so you can take your friends and family to Sweetland on Ice, and then take a carriage ride, and then go downtown, have a Starbucks coffee or some hot cocoa at the Courtyard by Marriott, and just enjoy what we have. I mean, there's some good people working really hard to make this a good town to live in, and we appreciate everybody working hard for it, and we appreciate it if you enjoy it.
That's right.
It's free.
And invite your family and friends to come into town.
Yes. Now you can go. You don't have to pay, but you do have to pay to skate. It's about $10 to get the skates, but you can just hang out. They even have a beer garden.
That's right.
I haven't seen too many people at the beer garden,
but they are on the ice.
It's there. But I haven't been there on Friday or Saturday night. So.
And I know that there was a couple of weeks ago. We had some of the staff from City Hall that were going out, and I think it rained that afternoon.
It did,
and so it kind of washed it out a little bit. In the pun on words there again.
Oh no! Look, it did start getting up because we have that tent. So there's a tent over Sweetland. So if it's rain or shine, you can go on the ice. It is magnificent. Just go out. I mean, it's free of charge to even just go out there and look.
Just to look. Okay.
Just check it out. Walk out there, enjoy the sights and sounds. And if you're like me and you don't really want to get on the ice, you can just take your kids and just let them do it. And you know what? It's really cool.
Watch them have fun.
And watch them have fun and watch them fall.
That's okay. And I'm going to shift gears just a little bit here, because we're in the season of giving and caring, and just kind of spreading joy and love. I know that there's a young man in our community that got an opportunity to be mayor for a day. Talk about that, if you don't mind.
Oh, it's such a great event. Such a great thing. The Mayor Jim Thornton, he offered an item in an auction for the Humane Society, Mayor for the Day. And a family bought it, and they bid on it, and they won it. And their son, Martin, he's Mayor Martin, he spent the day being mayor for the day, and he got a chance to tour Great Wolf. He got a chance to tour the police department, the fire department, and also on the thread, that we have the second segment that is in the process of being built right now. The first one's wildly popular right now.
That's
the Granger, the Model Mile, the Granger, the Granger part. But now we're going to be in segment 2, and we had Mayor Martin, in the spirit of Christmas, his family, he was going to be given a bike, but in the spirit of Christmas, they donated 2 bikes to 2 children that live on segment 2. So it was just fantastic. Just a great spirit, and just wonderful things happen on the thread. So of course, if you don't know what the thread is, we're trying to connect all parts of our community, so you don't have to drive, and you don't have to walk on the busy roadways, on the side of a busy roadway, going on the grass and on the roadways. It's a way that we're going to be connecting the community. Of course, now that SPLOST was passed, we're going to be able to build out more. So we have segment 1, segment 2, and we're just trying to make it a better place to live for everybody. Get people together.
Together, and then too, I know we've said this in another segment, but it's a non-motorized thread that you can get on your bikes, your skateboards, things of that nature, but no motorized vehicles are allowed.
No mini bikes or
that's right.
motorcycles or anything like that. But I think when you get on, you feel the spirit of it, because people talk and people walk, and it's safe, and it's a really wide it's a glorified wide sidewalk, but then they have amenities all along the way. So it's a really nice thing that we have for the community that we want to expand and hope people take advantage of it all throughout in District 1 and District 2.
That's right.
All throughout the city of LaGrange.
Absolutely. Katie, we have so much going on here in our community around this time of the year. Of course, you got all the Christmas things that are going on. We're transitioning to the New Year's and everything of that nature, but also, just keeping people safe. I know the LaGrange Police Department has an upcoming Citizen Police Academy. Talk a little bit about that for us, if you don't mind. I
love talking about this because I actually went through it in the fall, and it was so much fun.
You did.
And you get to ride along with the police officer if you'd like. They also put you in situations that I wasn't really excited about doing initially, because I was like, wait a minute, I'm not prepared to do this. I kept telling them, I'm not qualified to be doing this. But they put you into a situation where you walk up and you do at night, and you are the police officer walking up to somebody, and all the things that you have to experience. And they kind of teach you what they have to go through, but in a nice way. I mean, it's not like they're going to let you have a gun and go do anything. But it's a really fun Citizens Academy. I actually did this with Chuck Pitts. Dr. Chuck Pitts was this, and we had some great involvement from the community. So we had a lot of fun, and of course we have the finest police officers around at LaGrange Police Department. They do a phenomenal job. So be looking for that. We'll put it on our Facebook page. Of course, follow LaGrange Police Department's Facebook page. We'll have all that there. And of course, we have one of the former finest, right?
That's right.
Beside me. So.
Well, thank you very much for that, Katie. We have so much that we could talk about here, because there's so many things going on in and around our community, downtown and surrounding community. But I'm definitely going to have you come back on again so we can sit down and just kind of keep our viewing audience informed of the facts, and so that when they hear something, and always, if they have a question about something, Katie, give them your phone number where they can reach you, if you don't mind.
Sure. I mean, you can email me at any time. I'm kvanshore@lagrangega.org. And also my phone number is 706-883-2055. Call me anytime, email me anytime. That's what we're here for. We want to make sure that we are here for everyone. We do want to hear complaints. As much as we hear a lot of complaints, we want to hear complaints so we can fix them. We don't want anybody to be upset with something. We want to hear it. And that's the cool thing is about our city government, which as a reporter, I really never saw this that much. And that's why I'm excited to work for the City of LaGrange, my hometown, is because our staff, Alton listens to complaints all the time, and you handle them very well. And so does our city manager, and so does our mayor, for that matter. They're very open to hearing any kind of options. And if you have any suggestions, we definitely want to hear them. And I'm here to help too. That's what I like to do.
Absolutely. Well, Katie, thank you very much for being on the show today. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.